It's time to strike from the heavens. This is Heavenstrike Rivals. They have this little, intro sequence story mode thing. It's actually not bad. A lot of the story modes in these kind of games get such a terrible rap. Mostly, I mean, I'm one of those people who say that. But this is actually pretty good. I kind of like it's very like the main characters that you see here are not like super anime with crazy hair colors and hair in their eyes. They're just like, these are all soldiery people. And then you see my character, of course, which is the light novel hero generic dude. But anyway, forget all that. So this is like, if you've played Hero Academy, it's kind of like that. I'm sure there's been a couple other games, over the years that have done this kind of thing, but Heavenstrike Rivals does this in a very novel, it's not novel, they do it in a very polished way, I'd say. So the gist of it is that you have mana, right? You have mana in the top left, and you get 2 mana crystals every turn, right? And you can play your monsters based on them. This is actually just on an autoplay loop at the moment, or not a loop, but it's on autoplay. You can put on autoplay if you like, or you can go the more tactical way, which is to do it yourself. But anyway, so you have this bar at the bottom, which is filled up with your squad, and we get into that later. So there's kind of like a deck building kind of aspect. So you play your card, or I'm just gonna call it a card because that's pretty much what every game does, or it uses basically, because it has that collectible card game aspect, which again we'll also see later. So you play your card in the field, and it's going to move forward every turn. You don't actually move it forward like Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that. You just place it on your little blue side of the board there, and then they go forward until you until it dies, or until you move it to the left or the right, or I mean, what in this case is up or down. But that's pretty much it, and that's only for very select situations. I didn't, in the time that I was playing this, I don't think I ever actually used the go up or down. I just kind of let it. As you can see there, that big ol' looking hulking shieldy dude went up a space, but it doesn't actually do a whole lot. It's more based on how all your cards work together as an entire team, not necessarily on each little individual skirmish. And as you can see, I love so this game has a real nice charm to it, and it's not like I said in the beginning, it's not super anime-y. Like, they're not trying incredibly hard to be like crazy and goofy and all that. They just kind of take this nice little what would you call this thing? It's kind of like, it's almost like 1920s, not 1920s, 1950s or 1940s, I think is more accurate. 1940s kind of World War II-y kind of aesthetic thing. That's no good. I don't know what you'd call it, but it looks cool. I like it, and it's not way over the top in any aspect. It's just kind of cool. Like, they knew their theme, they went with it. Like, this guy's like a sheriff, right? And then you have like a priestess, right? She has weird cow ears, which is strange, but and the writing that, oh yeah, she also has a tail, which is weird. So much for being not over the top, right? So the story is actually relatively interesting. Like, you're in a training mode or something like that, and then oh no, these fallen attack, and fallen are those big old monstery looking things that I've been facing off against so far. So now, like, I'm in an attack on Titan kind of situation where like this humongous threat has just dropped in on this big city, and I'm first on the scene to try and protect our zone. So you can go through here, and I thought that you would get you can unlock cards or characters or whatever you want to call it based on what the theme was. So like, if you like robots, you can get a whole bunch of robot characters. If you like Secret of Mana, you can get a whole bunch of Secret of Mana characters. But that doesn't seem to be the case, which is really disappointing, because I don't know why there's all these separate like themes if you're not actually going to get the theme. And see, like this right here, it has like, this whole game just has a nice level of production value that I really wasn't expecting coming into this. And as you can see here, I'm going to unlock a whole bunch of characters. Oh, super rare. See, that's definitely not Secret of Mana. At least I'm pretty sure it's not. But that's okay. So I'm pretty sure this game is made or borrows the theme, maybe some artists or something from the Final Fantasy Square Enix people. I know, like, without a doubt that some sound effects are definitely from Final Fantasy. Like the menu selection, little flip, is definitely Final Fantasy. And, like the character faces and general aesthetic is definitely Final Fantasy, Square Enix. Which is cool. It's not too over the top. It's not like, oh look, there's Cloud. Hey, you like him, right? That's Cloud. It's not like that. They kind of have their own theming. And generally, this whole game like does a great job of being their own thing, but reminiscent of other things. So this is my squad selection screen. It's like a very visual, like deck building aspect. And what a lot of games do, like, so tons and tons of these kind of games exist where you collect all the characters and everything, and you put them on your squad. I really like how this one does it. It's like, it's so visual and it's not overloaded with tons of UI elements. Like, oh, this is all their stats, and this is like it has plus 10 attack, plus 10 special attack. So just no, you have attack, you have health, and then their class basically. And then if you need the extra information, you can hover over it to get more. And I like that. I like this game. I actually like this game. I think it does a great job to not over... I feel like this is the very model of what mobile games should be. It's not overloaded with UI, it's simple and straightforward enough, but it's also complicated enough to be interesting on a deeper level. Or I should say, it's simple enough to be easy to follow as you're playing through it initially. And it just has a lot of like this is just straight up good game design, which you don't see a lot in this space. And I feel like I saw a lot of hate towards Heavenstrike Rivals before, but I really like it. Although admittedly it's not like the whole tactical aspect isn't especially tactical, especially since you can just autoplay it and win most scenarios, which is kind of unfortunate, but that is a staple of the genre. Maybe if I think if they did something like reduce your reward if you did autoplay, then you'd have that, that balance. You can do a whole bunch of autoplay, but if you actually go through and do the tactical aspect of it, then you get more. Or maybe, I don't know, something like that. Or maybe you can choose like an easy mode and a hard mode. The hard mode is the tactical, and you get increased rewards, and then you have the easy mode, which is just autoplay, and you just kind of enjoy the game. That's not to say autoplay is a bad thing at all, especially in this aspect. But if there may even be a distinction between the two. I don't know. But so this is the battle where I actually turned off autoplay so I can, start to use it for myself with all the characters that I unlocked. And look at there's such a strange but creative character there. He's got he's obviously this construction warrior, right? And he has actual construction yard pieces on him, like the girders and then the gear and that little scissor lift or whatever it is. It's so good. I like this game. I like this game a lot. And this is a cool looking police officer with katana, so that's mixing aspects of feudal Japan with modern Japan, sort of. I don't know. I definitely know from watching I know from watching anime that what was it, since 1900s Japan had police officers with swords. I don't know if it was particularly katana, but they definitely had swords. But what you learn from anime, is that even true? Is it real? Is Japan even real? Aside from the enemy, which is pretty generic-y monster guy, I really like the look of just this entire game and all of the creativity that went into creating the characters, and even the environment looks cool. You started off in a training yard. Now you move to the cluttered, destroyed streets, and as you move on, I'm sure there's gonna be more zones. I'm sure they almost always have the sea zone, the air zone, the Coliseum, no doubt. Oh yeah, there's also PvP in this game, so that's really cool. So you can play through this auto battle thing and kind of collect, or it doesn't have to be auto battle. I'm just saying, if you want to kind of grind out like a team, you can then take it into the PvP. I didn't actually check out the PvP because I don't like doing that, but and also not really within the realm of this quick look, but that seems cool to be able to further extend the life of your experience through PvP. So it kind of turns into Hero Academy by that point, which I really freaking loved Hero Academy. It's a shame it just kind of died. I don't think it ever got much updates past the No, they released on Steam, and then it was pretty much donezo by that point, which was fine. I mean, you can't support a game forever. But I really like seeing these kind of games that, like, they don't try to go over the top with like the microtransaction aspects, but they clearly have it in place. So if you do want to spend money, like if I would ever spend money on a game, it would definitely be this one, just to kind of unlock the packs and see all the different cool looking characters you can get. And none of them, like, while some of them do feel like distinctly overpowered, like the higher the rarity, the more strong it is, I think it feels like I can get everything that I need just by playing, which is nice. So, just like in general, I think this game's great. I think it does everything well. The graphics, the sound is all superb. I did have a little bit of a problem when I first loaded it up. It crashed, and then when I did it about a week later, it started working. But at the same, but along that, it takes like 30 minutes just to get to the point where you can start changing video options, which I think is a bit unacceptable. But once you can do that, it just turns into a really fun experience. And and this is talking from playing from a computer. If you're playing this on like a mobile device, then I absolutely recommend it.